everyone, this is Archive 12, and today we've got a new Nightwing rap by Rustage featuring Kahze or Kahze. I'm not entirely sure how to say that name. Leap into the light. Now, Nightwing may not necessarily be my personal favorite of the Bat family. Aside from Batman, I would have to probably say my favorite currently is Damian Wayne. But I have to say, in terms of like Robins, I know that Damian is technically Robin still, but like in terms of Robins, the storylines that Dick Grayson were involved in were the ones that I was most interested in overall. Like as a character, Damian Wayne's my favorite Robin, but the storylines that Dick Grayson as Robin were involved in, especially things like Teen Titans, kind of makes me like Dick a little bit. That was out of pocket. It makes me like Grayson a little bit more than Damian as a character. But in terms of like my favorite of the Bat family, I'd have to say Damian's probably my favorite currently in modern times. But you know, that it is what it is. Like I kind of hope that Rustage does a Damian Wayne rap at some point, because I think that would be kind of cool. But we're focused on Nightwing today, so I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what kind of like vibe we get, because we've gotten a Joker, I think a Red Hood, and a Batman song from Rustage before, and I feel like he goes a little extra. He takes that extra step with these DC songs, and especially these Gotham themed songs. I know that Nightwing's in Bloodhaven, but he started in Gotham. But I'm kind of curious to see what exactly Rustage and Kahze are going to be doing here today. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because we'll be pausing and we'll be talking about it. And also down below is a link to my Patreon, where you'll find longer form reaction videos to various anime and TV shows. Dr. Stone episode 3, which is a long time coming. That series kind of fell off a while ago. So episode 3 of Dr. Stone, as well as episode 3 of Solo Leveling, will be releasing sometime in the next couple weeks, most likely next week, on Thursday and Saturday, as long as things go the way they are expected to go. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. But without further ado, let's get started. Drench the darkness in the light. Hold on. Is it supposed to start off like that, or is there supposed to be like an intro? Because it's dead silent for 2 seconds and then the music starts. I guess so. I guess it's supposed to be like that. Drench the darkness in the light. Watch it wither. Ooh. Hold a candle like a knife. Burn to cinders. I don't need fortune on my side. As I leap into the bear the burden of the night. As I leap into the light. Ain't no. Okay, I really like that opening. Like the silence aside at the very beginning before the music kicked in, that was a very strong and interesting opening. Like that felt that had some soul to it. Wow.
Gotham Knights, this is Bloodhaven. Mask on, I ain't two-faced, and I'll knock you out with no mutations. Like too blatant, twin sticks but no tomb raiding. Flashing west of the Yacht and Wally, putting twice the work than what Bruce Wayne did.
Hold on. He's already throwing up like 6 bars at us.
On, I ain't two-faced.
There we go.
No Gotham Knights, this is Bloodhaven.
Okay, so we already have the Gotham Knights bar.
Son, I ain't two-faced, and I'll knock you out with no mutations.
Okay, we've got Two-Face. I'm not 100% if the no mutations bit is pointed to somebody specifically, or if it's just because of the fact that he's a normal guy with a pair of sticks that'll kick your ass. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's the second part. I don't think that it had anything referenced to a specific person.
Too blatant, twin sticks but no tomb raiding.
I don't get the Tomb Raider reference. So someone could explain that to me.
Flashing west of the yacht and Wally putting twice the work than what Bruce Wayne did.
Okay, Wally West, got it. Yeah, that one made sense. He's already getting a really clever with these, and we're only like 8 or 9 lines in. Wow.
So don't try my patience. Acrobat, I'm a flying grace and height evasion. Fast every fight I'm taking, they be looking in the dark when there's night awakens. They got gangs on the street trying to hide the ages. Might liaise in bars with a fine location. Crime ain't paying half what the Titans making, cause I'm out of this world, it's the fire raven. I'm
speaking of Teen Titans,
bars with a fine location.
I like the obviously Barbara Gordon. They've got he's got like all these lines interwoven into this song, and it's really hard to catch everything.
Be looking in the dark when there's night awakens. They got gangs on the street trying to hide the ages. Might liaise in bars with a fine location. Crime ain't paying half what the Titans making, cause I'm out of this world, it's the fire raven. I'm
yeah, like okay, so that's that's definitely a Teen Titans reference right there with Starfire Raven. And speaking of the Titans, Jesus, Rustage, you are insane.
Safe in the darkness, same for the target. Don't feel the pain like they heartless. Shot in my head, but I came back regardless. Robin and red, but I changed up the varnish. Step in my haven, I'm busting up blocks. I go suck on my name if we're sparring. Ain't no special occasion, a company bust, put my penny with plays in the market.
Okay, and Pennyworth, got it. Like Alfred. I know I missed some. There are so many. Holy crap.
I don't need fortune on my side as I leap into the dawn. Bear the burden of the night as I leap into the light.
Just one step and I'm diving.
As I leap into the light.
I'm not dead, but I'm flying.
As I leap into the light.
Okay, first, I'm going to go on to a slight tangent here, so I apologize. Can I just talk about how annoying it is that, like, the world's greatest detective, Batman, who is very obviously, like, he knows about DNA. Why has he never instructed any of his Robins to wear a cowl to cover their hair? Because I'm just thinking, they're just leaving, like, hair follicles all over the crime scene. What is the likelihood that, like, at some point they end up getting identified because they don't wear any kind of head covering, and they lose a strand of hair at a crime scene that the police are investigating? Like, I feel like that is a very real potential with how much they get beaten up and bloodied. I feel like it's almost unrealistic that nobody has identified any of the Robins or Nightwing at all. Like, Red Hood's the only one you could technically say that about, that he's safe, but even he has worn a mask rather than a full-on helmet at times. And it's not like Jason Todd wasn't a Robin, so there was a point where he had a full head of hair on perfect display. I don't know, I like watching the animation. It's like these visuals are beautiful, but as I'm watching this, it just kind of stuck in my head. I'm like, how did Batman like allow them to just go out like that and risk being identified? That just feels like odd. I don't know. That I guess I kind of would, if I was in Batman's shoes, I probably would have had them dress as like mini hymns with different costumes just to protect their identity a little bit better.
Whiplash, neck broke, stereo box and headphones.
Oh, that's right. He did suffer all those injuries. I know that he referenced like the fact that Nightwing was what was it, shot in the head, but he was fine. It's complicated storylines, comic books, man. But I kind of forgot about that too.
Whiplash, neck broke. Stereo box and headphones. Dish out the green like pesto, blue on my chest, but I still let the red show. Let's go. Bark and bite wings, so Petco. Jump on the scene like, where did the men go? They want to sign on the line, but I cut through a con like it's Deathstroke. Seize the initiative, leading the team. I got beats on my fingers. Peek at my lineage, teaching me week after week after week after week to be disciplined. I'm up to bat and they're keeping their distances. Beat after beat like I'm reading a limerick. Weaving and weighing it. They talking plots, but they speaking in gibberish. Make a boy wonder who even be listening. Running with demons and princesses. Start off the show, but succeed without differences. There ain't no reason for evil and bitterness. Keeping the peace for the freedom we're living in. I'm on the run and I keep it definitive. Leaving them witnesses talk about hate, but can't see what their privileges. Raising the shadows, but I made a change for the people who live in it.
Okay. I really like the way that Rustage approached that second part of that second verse. That was like, he dropped all the bars, all the pretext. It was just lore, it was just character descriptions, and it was just focusing on Nightwing as a character. I love that. That was really cool. After like all these playful lines and like little subtle references and things being flipped this way and that, all of a sudden we just got like, let's break this character down. Let's focus on the nitty-gritty of this character and like let's tell Nightwing's story in the last several bars. That was really cool.
Darkness in the light, watch it wither. Hold the candle like a knife, burn to cinders. I don't need fortune on my side as I leap into the light. Bear the burden of the night as I leap into the light.
Just one step and I'm diving.
As I leap into the light.
I'm not dead, I'm flying.
As I leap into the light.
That was nice. That was nice. That was smooth. That was filled with a whole bunch of energy. I really enjoyed that. I don't know whether or not that's my favorite DC song that Rustage has done, but that's definitely up there in terms of like just the vibe of it, the way that the chorus was sung, the way that Rustage interjected so many different bars up until the very end, and then from the end all the way to the final chorus playing out. Like it was just like character descriptions. It was basically just like a character breakdown, and I like that, because all this time all these like different bars were basically acting as metaphors to describe Nightwing, and then it was just, here's Nightwing. We're gonna just like end this with a full-on character description, as full down character psychoanalysis. And that was, I like that a lot. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Ark Alpha 12, and I will see you in the next video.